Alright, so for those who stuck around to check out the second video, let's go through some of the successes I received. Once again, this video is going to be going over game used through the mail batting glove request successes, as well as some jersey pickups. So first, going through the game used batting glove requests. First one that I received back was from Will Smith. He is a catching prospect for the Dodgers, and I received some really worn and abused Nike MVP Hyperfuse batting gloves. These are really sharp. As you can see here, we have the autograph that's right up here on this one, and then we have the two matte piece. And obviously you can see the wear and tear here on the gloves. So that was really cool to get back. Next, big Red Sox fan, and I have a pretty large Red Sox PC that I've been working on. And so I was looking through some players who I enjoyed when they were on the team, but might have had short stays. And I came across Lavarnway. So he was a catching prospect that came up with a team for a little bit. Didn't have much staying power. Then he bounced around the league a little bit, where he was kind of like a AAA backups catcher situation. I know he played with the Orioles for a period of time, and he went back down to AA. I think he went back up to AAA, but I sent a glove request, and he was nice enough to grant that request. As you can see here, we have Ryan Lavarnway, and what I've done there is I've just added one of my cards that I've received TTM from him to help with the display. So once again, another awesome success. Next one, I actually received this back 2 days ago, I believe. And I received one glove back from Dominguez. Dominguez was a prospect with the Marlins who came up, like a third base prospect. But he had some power initially. Then he went to the Astros. But then he started kind of jumping down into, going down into AAA. And he's kind of in a funk where seems like he's stuck at AAA a little bit. Still has some of that power. But he was with the Pawtucket Red Sox this year. And I followed him for a couple of years. So, one back from Dominguez. I have his X-Fractor rookie card Topps Chrome that I received through the mail a while back. And I have the glove that he sent me. So, I really like this display. I think it works out really well for it. Looks sharp. The next one, and I actually received this back probably a week ago. I'm starting to get some of them in now that the minor league season's pretty much come to a close. Now this one's not necessarily complete because I'm going to add a card to it too. But this is Cleveland Indians prospect Nolan Jones. I believe currently he's number 6 or number 5 on their top prospects. He is a third base prospect, and a lot of people claim that he was one of the best pure hitters to come out of the draft the year he came out. So, 1 Nolan Jones, 2 Matt. And what I'm going to go here is I purchased on eBay for a pretty good price one of the, I don't remember the actual, what specific set, like I know it's Leaf, but it's like Leaf draft picks or something. But the ones where they take the draft picks and they have them not only autograph the card, but write a little saying. And I think he inscribed, can't wait to make it to the big leagues, Nolan Jones. So I got that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be displaying that on the side right here. I'm really excited to get that in so I can do that. Okay, so this is the best game used batting gloves request that I've had so far. So background story. When I go through these requests, what I do is I look for someone who has a story that I'm interested in, or someone who I've been closely following, or someone who I feel like could have some real good success and might be kind of underlooked. And one of those guys was a St. Louis Cardinals prospect. And I believe at the start of this year, he was I think he was like their 9th best prospect or something. Paul DeJong. So I sent this to him in, I want to say, late April, early May. And I sent it to the AAA Memphis Redbirds. And when he was up with the team, so when he got his call up in June, I received it back. And here we go. Paul DeJong to Matt. So I'm really excited about this one. Really happy with kind of his success in the league. And I hope that he can continue it. Once again, what's really cool about this is when you're able to get a success from a guy like this, you really follow them. And it's kind of cool to see kind of their story and how they're able to kind of go with it. What I am planning to do is I'm trying to take a debut ticket, his first time up in Major League, and I want to put it down here. With 2 cards, it's kind of hard to try to space it out with a card, but I feel like a ticket would work really well there. Yeah. So this brings me to my jersey pickups. The first jersey pickup that I have, I purchased in, I want to say January. So it's a Martellus Bennett jersey. Former Patriot for a year. But Martellus Bennett. I framed this myself, just using some foam board backing and wrapping it myself, the jersey up in it. The reason I was able to get this, I ended up getting this for $30, with the rationale being that it was kind of a custom jersey, so it's not a Patriots jersey, so there's no logo or anything on the front. However, if you're going to display it anyway and just show the back, this worked out really well. Plus, it's PSA'd, so that's another big plus for it. So, the last addition to my collection, and this one I'm really excited about, I'm a big Celtics fan. I have been for years. And I really, really have enjoyed Isaiah Thomas. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the trade, right? Because it makes sense, but everything that Isaiah Thomas did for the Celtics and the way he was able to, work for the team and bring them up out of nothing, and just his determination, his grit and grind, I was really sad to see him go. And I loved his piece on the Players Tribune. It was perfect. So shortly after the trade on Autographs 101, there was, the guy's name escapes me, but he's a really great guy in the group. What he sells is legit stuff, good prices, really helping out fellow collectors. So I picked up an Isaiah Thomas autograph jersey, and I framed it myself in this big old frame. One thing that's important with these frames, they're relatively expensive. They're at Hobby Lobby, but the catch with Hobby Lobby is that they always have a 40% off coupon. When I went to go get that big one, they actually had a 50% off of shadow boxes. So even though it was $130, I was able to get it with taxes and stuff like $68 or something like that. The only thing you want to be careful about is that it's not the best quality, like the outside of the box. It scuffs real easy. So you just have to be really careful with it. But my game plan with that Isaiah Thomas jersey is there's all that space on the bottom. And the reason I got that frame so big was because I'm going to mat in there. I'm thinking 1 or 2 8x10s. I also have the playoff ticket that I got on eBay when he scored 53 points, I believe. So I want to have that in there somewhere. And I also want to have a snippet from the Players Tribune, specifically the last the last little bit where he's talking about Boston and kind of what it means to him and what he hopes people are able to get out of the experience, that they can say years later to their kids that the reason they're big Celtics fans is because they saw Isaiah Thomas play. And I would love to have that up in there as well. My game plan is to try to have that accomplished sometime by Thanksgiving, Christmas time. Yeah, so that's the latest update with my collection. I will try to make an update when I can. You know me, every 6 or 7 months you get one. But one of the other things that I've been working on, which is really exciting, is I purchased an industrial file cabinet. So what that is it's like a big file cabinet with drawers that are about this big, and they come out, and I'm refinishing it so that it can store all of my baseball cards, specifically autographs and stuff. I'm stripping it right now, getting it down to the kind of the metallic look, and then finishing it up with some Rust-Oleum. I think I'm going to go with black on the outside, matte black, and then I'm going to go with like a clear Rust-Oleum to keep that kind of chrome look. So if I can ever get that done, I'll be sure to shoot a video and show you guys that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, commenting, being able to have interaction with you guys and watch videos. Even though we're crazy far apart at times, it's cool to know we're all kind of into the same thing and have this community that supports one another. Until next time.